I'm Simon Baker, the founder of Group Ginger Architects. Incredible privilege to be able to do this. We've been going a year, so it's a dream project, dream opportunity. In terms of our business plan, I think Urban Splash would always be there as a client we wanted to work with, and to get the opportunity to do something so early in our career as a business is fantastic. What are we about as a business? We are about doing bespoke projects, about doing things that are client-led, having a conversation with a client, working with them, working with other stakeholders to define a product that is specific and unique to that, but then has our take on it in terms of our interpretation of all of that information, so that no one project is the same, but there's a transparent and enjoyable process, well, hopefully enjoyable process, in getting something exemplary at the end. I think the real challenge is not only the building itself, but it's the success of phase one. Phase one has transformed the perception of Park Hill in Sheffield. And to then be in a lineage of trying to not replicate but complement and to achieve that same standard, that's some benchmark to try and live up to. And so how you approach that. And our approach was, yes, the building, meant less about the building and more about the residents. The invitation was, "Will you marry me?" taken from the graffiti that's scrawled on one of the bridges. And we felt that was the approach. It was all about the residents and the mark that they leave on the place. So Rayner Banham had said about the original scheme that it was more interested in life than it was architecture, with its discussion of establishing community and streets in the sky. And we feel to some extent that community's been lost, and we wanted to go back and try and find ways of celebrating the resident, celebrating the inhabitant, almost seeing everyone as being the artist so that they can create the life and create the artwork that brings this building, phase two, back to life in a complementary way to phase two. The process of being given a flat, I think, is incredibly interesting because it actually draws on multiple skills of the architect, because you're not only having to consider the design in abstract, look at the block, but then you're having to deal at a one-to-one scale and then demonstrate kind of management skills and practical skills of coming in and setting up an installation. It makes it incredibly physical, direct for Urban Splash to then be able to evaluate how you deal with those problems, organise your team, work with those constraints, and how creative you are with working with quite constraining situation in terms of metal at the windows, light, the environment. But we will have all responded in a different way, and that's what's genius about the idea. I think it demonstrates that actually Urban Splash understand architects and how to get the best out of architects, because we all thrive on competition, we all respect our peer group, and we rise to that competition, and we don't want to be embarrassed in front of our peers and peers that we respect. So to be chosen, invited to compete alongside other people that you respect, naturally you want to do a good show and you want to see what everybody else has done, which is what I'm looking forward to doing now.